peace education program in Aceh was a very wonderful program. For 11 years we worked to educate nearly 100,000 people, young people aged 17 to 19, and they are now, taking different places in the government, in academic institution, in different organizations, and they do make a big difference in the life of the people in Aceh, in my home country. Hi, I am Asna Husin. I am a researcher for Nonviolence International. I came from an Islamic tradition which teaches that solving problems peacefully is part of life. So any problems you face in life, you need to solve in a peaceful manner. In that sense, nonviolence is important. Because I became involved with Nonviolence International, it was in 2000, I believe, or 1999. At the time, I was working at the World Conference on Religion and Peace in New York City. Then I met my future husband, Karim Kro, and then I was introduced to Michael Beer, and then Mubarak Awad, and the rest. And they initiated a peace education program for me, as Karim and I were moving to Southeast Asia. And we started peace education program in Aceh with the help of Nonviolence International. Peace education program in Aceh is a unique program because it was a program designed from an Islamic perspective. So basically, we saw peace from an Islamic viewpoint, which is first peace between you and your Creator, God, Allah, and then peace within yourself, and then peace between you and your fellow human beings, and the last is peace between you and nature. So, but this concept of the four dimensions of peace is actually a holistic approach to peace. It's not talking about human relations, but also talking about relations between human and his Creator, and with him or herself, and then with his fellow or her fellow human beings, and with the natural surrounding. The first time I met Mubarak Awad was, I think, in late 1999, when I was introduced by Karim, my future husband, to Mubarak Awad. At that time, I didn't know much about Mubarak, but one personal story I like to share: when Mubarak and actually Muhammad Abu Nimr went to Aceh for advanced mediation training, and I took Mubarak and Abu Nimr to Sabang, a small island on the northern tip of Sumatra. And at the time, they were like young religious leaders being trained by both Mubarak and Abu Nimr in mediation. And when talking about peace, and of course Mubarak spoke in English and the rest spoke in Indonesian, so there was a language barrier. And when they didn't understand what is peace, what is nonviolence, and Mubarak went really to massage one of the participants and said, "What I'm doing to you. So if you hit me," Mubarak said, "if you hit me, and if I respond to you by hitting you back, that is not a peaceful manner, that is a violent. But if you hit me and I come to you and I massage you to make you feel good, that is non-violent." In a way, he tried to explain non-violence in a very simple manner. So I thought there were many other actually examples he did at the time, but there was something stick in my mind till this day. Even though it is part of our religious traditions, I'm not just talking about Islam, but many other traditions. But sometimes people forget, in the face of many challenges of life, they forget that nonviolence is the core of our belief system and practice system. And then we tend to, direct our attention to a non-violent, violent way. So for that reason, many people, especially at the at the decision-making level, they are not aware. Actually, you can solve many problems faced by humanity non-violently, but people are not aware. For that reason, education and promotion of non-violent values is very important for the future work of our organization or any organizations that work in the same line of activity. There are a couple of reasons that keep me hopeful in our nonviolent efforts. One, there are still a lot of good people in the world, especially those of us who work in this field, who really want to make the world a better place for everyone. Second, people are more familiar, especially people of faith, I'm talking religious people, are more aware of their belief system, which is very strong in non-violence. Third, actually coordination and networking between people who are working in the field is very good now compared to, say, many years ago. And lastly, but certain leadership, we have a lot of good leaders in the field who are promoting, who are educating people, and these people do make a big difference. This is Asna Husin speaking with Nonviolence International, and thank you for watching.